Well, the years between the mid-60s and mid-70s produced an extraordinary number of great records and stories. British folk rock guitarist Richard Thompson has written about this period in a new memoir, BEESWING, Losing My Way and Finding My Voice. Our resident rock fan, St. Bryan, has this awesome interview. Good morning, St.
Good morning. Yeah, Richard Thompson is one of the founders of Fairport Convention. He has played Seattle countless times. He is an extraordinary guitarist, songwriter, and lyricist, which is why I knew that this book would be a great read. I suggested to Richard Thompson that this is really the story of one really talented man's search for the perfect guitar sound.
My father brought home a guitar to repair. It's like a broken guitar, and he fixed it up, and I grabbed it, and no one else was allowed to play it.
Your band Fairport Convention gets going at about the same time that everyone is fascinated by the San Francisco sound. Mm-hmm. Jefferson Airplane, Grateful Dead, Moby Grape. I'm doing this interview from Tacoma, which is the home of Jerry Miller. And I understand his guitar was one that, well, you fancied the sound of it, at least.
Of all the San Francisco bands, I really liked Moby Grape the best of all. And Jerry Miller, he played a big jazz guitar, which was unusual, I think, at the time. It wasn't really a rock and roll instrument, but he managed to get a great sound out of it.
Even the San Francisco sound pales in comparison to what was going on in London at the time, I think. When you were playing clubs, you were playing clubs at the same time as Seattle's favorite son, Jimi Hendrix, who actually joined you on stage. What was Jimmy like?
He got up with us a few times. He'd get up and play one of our guitars, basically the wrong way around. He'd turn it over, but it was strung the wrong way for him. But somehow he managed to play it kind of upside down and backwards. But he made a serious impression, obviously, on the London scene and on London guitar players at that time. The Eric Claptons and the Jeff Becks had to kind of look at themselves and say, "Oh, what do we do now?"
To write the book, of course, you had to revisit that horrible van accident that killed drummer Martin Lamble and your girlfriend, Jenny Franklin. Had something like that happen today, you would hope that a record label would offer counseling to everybody in the band, but it wasn't like that back then, I guess.
I think it was maybe post-World War II mentality where you might have been shell-shocked from the war, but or PTSD from the war, but you just kind of got on with life. You stiff upper lip stuff. No one thought of counselling or therapy or anything like that. Really, that was never suggested to us. I mean, the idea was we just carry on and we'd get over the shock and we'd heal.
I think you're somewhere around 40 albums now. You've got an EP coming out this month. Do you still love recording?
I do. This last year, plus 14, 16 months, has obviously been tough. Not being able to get into a real studio. I've been lucky to have some recording equipment at home, so I've been able to do some home stuff, and that's been a godsend, really, and a way to keep communicating with the fan base. So yes, I do love recording. I mean, I love recording. I love writing, and I love probably most of all performing live. I think that's my favorite thing, and hopefully we'll be getting back to that very soon.
If anyone watching this gets an opportunity to see Richard Thompson play live, you definitely should take it up. At Bumbershoot, the Seattle Times recently asked readers to remember their favorite Bumbershoot moments. And one wrote about how the crowd kept singing the chorus to Tear-Stained Letter after you had left the stage, minutes afterwards. I don't know if you recall that.
Well, perhaps I have a hit on my hands without realizing it. That's great. I'm probably unaware. It's happened at other places too, which is very gratifying for me. I mean, that's great to have a chorus that people actually sing. That's one of the reasons you have a chorus is it should be something that people can join in with. So I think that's wonderful, and it takes the remarkably astute and sophisticated people of Seattle, of course, to be able to do that.
I suppose the Facebook performances that you've done, live Facebook performances, have helped a little bit.
I think it helps a lot. Yeah, it really does help. It helps me to feel it's not the same. I mean, instead of getting applause, you get a kind of a chat column, saying, nice set or something, or like that song. So it's a little removed.
And how does the search go for the perfect guitar sound? Have you found it?
I found it and then lost it again a few times. I don't know. Equipment is such a thing for guitar players. I mean, it's endless. But you're always looking for that great stomp box. To get that drive. I don't know. I mean, I think I find it and then I think I haven't found it, and then something breaks and you can't replace it. It's just endless. Tweaks.
So fascinating. What a story. I didn't realize he's kind of flown under the radar like you'd mentioned, but where would we start when finding out more about his music?
I know, when you're talking about 40 or 50 albums, where do you start? Well, luckily I prepared an answer to this question. I'm going to suggest that we start with, I was on Amazon and I was thinking, which of these classic Fairport Convention albums should I suggest? And there is a box set for just $23 that has the first 5 classic albums. This is Truth in Advertising. It includes the 3 that the troubled but talented singer Sandy Denny performed on. So I'm going to suggest you spend the $23. Okay, this is a great album. This is Shoot Out the Lights. This is one that he did with his wife, Linda Thompson. It's brilliant. It's honest. It's about their deteriorating marriage. Couch and Metaphors, great album, horrible idea for a wedding gift. So I totally suggest that one. And then, okay, this is another one. Your solo, Richard Thompson, playing all of his classic solo songs that he revisits. Most of all, if you get a chance to see Richard Thompson live, I think I said that in the story, that you have to do that. And he'll be coming back because we're all opening up again. We're going to see concerts again. And I personally can't wait for that.
Oh, I can't either. And thanks to you, he's got a whole new fan base. I can't wait to get that second album. Shoot Out the Lights. I have to hear it.
Shoot Out the Lights. Okay, it's so honest. I mean, it's couched in metaphors. So like, did she jump or was she pushed? That's one way to think about a marriage ending, I guess.
Good to
know.
Yeah,
I actually gave the album to my dad and his second wife. And yeah, it didn't last. The marriage didn't last. So and then I started thinking maybe I shouldn't have given them that album.
So don't give it as a wedding gift. I love that. Thank you so much, Saint.
Sure.